Friends, I'm back with another machine on the Vulnhub, which is W1R3S. The link will be added into the description section below so that you can download and play this machine if you want. Before we go ahead, if you don't mind, please subscribe to my channel and leave a like below. I do appreciate your help and support. So enough said, let's just get started. We can switch into the Kali Linux VM. First of all, we need to identify the IP address of the target. In this case, I'd like to use a map to do this job. I mean, discover the IP address of the target. As you know, I used the option of SN, which stands for host discovery. As you can see over here, the IP address of the target could be identified as 153. And this one is our Kali Linux itself. Okay? So then what we are going to do next, we need to do the port scanning with a map. To save time, I've already done that earlier. So for now, we just get out the result. As you can see over here, I used the option like scene scan, the version scan, the default script scan, followed by the -p- to do the comprehensive scan. And the last option of all is ON, output the result into this file. So from the map scanning, we can tell that the target has several open ports. The first one is 22, which is running FTP service and also the version information, VS FTPD. The map cannot be sure which version of this service. And also we can tell that the target allows anonymous login. Later we can check them one by one. I mean, such directories available on the target. The second one is 22, which is running SSH service and also the version information. And the next one is 80, which is running HTTP service and also the version information, Apache 2. Last option of all is 3306. And the service is MyCircle. So what are we going to do next? We need to do immersion. I think I'd like to start from the FTP service just I mentioned in the other videos. If a file sharing service is available on the target, such as FTP, the NFS or Samba, so let's do it. We can use FTP client utility, and we can use anonymous as username, no password, and we can get it down all files. We can use get all of them, and go back, go to the docs directory, and we can get it down, work to do, new, yeah, we can get it down, this one. Also, we need to check whether we can navigate across different directories. For example, can we go into the home directory? Failed to change directory. Okay, let's go back. Or not go back. Yeah, go back. It's okay. Go back to the terminal. So we have already downloaded or get down such a file. We can print out new FTP server for this one. And this looks like this is MD5, right? We can copy and use crack station to crack. However, not found, which is fine. Maybe this is some sort of the rabbit hole. Sometimes we do not need to crack all, encrypted data. And we can copy this one. This looks like this is in base 64. Okay, so we can use echo and tunnel to base 64 with option of -D to decode. It's easy, but not that easy. Okay, it's fine. And next we can get out the employees file. We can get some, maybe this some sort of the username. Possible, we can note down such information onto our notebook. Username. Okay, now we go back. So next, also we need to get out the final file. I think this, we upside down, right? I don't think we can find any useful hint from this message. So we need to continue our immersion. And next, I'd like to check whether the target has weak credential vulnerability with MySQL Surface. And we can put root as password. Not successful. Next, I think it's time to make immersion with HTTP Surface. And we need to do such immersion manually first. And we can put the IP address of the target into the address bar. Press enter. Here we got the default page, default Apache 2 page. And we can scroll down. Nothing special. We also can check the source code of this page, which doesn't reveal anything important as well. Next, we need to check whether this site has robots file, right? Not found. All right, next we can use Nigato to do the automatic immersion. Press enter. Just I talk over and over. I always use the Nigato as my first to make automatic immersion, because sometimes it even can give us the exploit of the web application if the target has. The web application itself. And besides that, also can, tell us like allowed HTTP methods, header information, and also something else. All right, I think we can, can do the directory immersion with the Gobas next. Gobas, I'd like to autocomplete this command. I think you'll be very familiar with the Gobas if you have already followed my channel. I use the Gobas very, very often. I think this is actually my default utility to make directory immersion. As you can see, this Gobas can discover some directories like WordPress. We can access this directory. However, as you can see, the error occurred during a connection to localhost. So I think because of a misconfiguration by the target, we have trouble to connect to this one. So we just put aside and go on our immersion. The next one is administrator. Of course, we need to check this directory. Administrator. Press enter. Here we got the page back. And if you look at this screen very carefully, you can notice that this is some sort of CMS, Cuppa So I think next we can check whether this CMS has vulnerability or not. Of course, I've already opened up this one. You can use Google to make such research, and I think it's the first link which give us this exploit information. As you can see, this one is not actually exploit code, just instruction, or the the exploit instruction. This target or this CMS has local remote file inclusion vulnerability, and give us the example should be here. So we can copy the letter part. We can copy, or maybe we can use this one. All right, we can copy and note down to our notebook. LFI pass should be here. So next we can check whether the target is indeed vulnerable to this vulnerability. Okay, and we can put at the end and press enter. However, nothing returned. You will if you thought, yeah, this target doesn't have this LFI or local file inclusion vulnerability, you'll be wrong. Sometimes we need to do some encoding for the parameter or the payload. So how to do? We can copy this path and note it down to our notebook. So how to do? We can use Q to command. Q command allow us to do many things in terms of the HTTP request. You can use the help or, and we can scroll up. Q is very fantastic utility, can do a lot. As you can see, you can specify the cookie and even can specify the basic authentication and the data, the post data, and also the actually post data URL encoded. So this case, we need to use this option, okay? And we can copy, or maybe we can use Q, and we can copy this option. Maybe also it's fine. I can remember date URL encode. It means that we need to make encoding for the payload and then submit to the target. We can copy and then followed by the URL, and we can copy, paste in here. As you can see, we successfully retrieved the password file. Excellent, right? And so we can tell that the target has this username. And next, I'd like to showcase how to do, how to make furthermore exploitation after we can identify that the target is vulnerable to LFI. The first one, I'd like to check whether we can retrieve the private key. And we can copy, and we can copy the username because I don't want to type it in for fear I make a mistake. And SSH directory, press enter. However, nothing returned. Next, we can check whether we can access log file. Okay. Nothing returned. And also we need to check whether we can access the Apache 2 access, log Apache 2 access. Press enter, nothing returned. So next I think because now we have already got the username, maybe it's worse using the hydra to crack the password. So we can use the hydra, and the username is which one? Yeah, is this one. We can copy, paste in here, and then we can use uppercase P to specify the password dictionary. Lock Q. Press enter. Okay, I'd like to pause. Okay, very quick, because the password is so simple. So I do not need to pause the video. Okay, anyway, now we can log in to the target, right? So we can, yeah, we'll possibly think that this is the way. Yeah, of course, this is the way we can copy the password. Yeah, it's done. Next, we can, we need to make privilege escalation. And I think first I'd like to, we can check the architecture. Yeah, a bit old. And then we can, we can check whether this user can run sudo. Very weird. It looks like it's hung there. It's dead. It's okay. So we can, next I think we can upload the Nimpier shell script to the target. I've already got this shell script ready. So now we need to upload this script to the target. There will be several ways to do that. For me, I like to use the Python to set up the web server locally on the Kali Linux. Now we go back to the Tux shell. We can use wget followed by the IP address of the target, not the target, sorry, of the Kali Linux Nimpiers. No problem. And in order to run this script, we need to make it executable and then run it. So I think the key point for this machine is to discover the LFI vulnerability with Cuppa CMS. Otherwise, you will be getting lost. Yeah, Nimpier shell script is so powerful. When we try to do the immersion locally on the target, after we get the initial foothold, because as you can see over here, it can give us the system information, the local exploits. Yes, so many local exploits available. And also, like process information, the cron job information, the network information, the username information. So from here, we can know that this user belongs to the sudo group. But I don't know why. Just now we are harmed there. It's dead. We try to run command sudo, which is fine. This machine I think we'll have different methods for us to elevate privilege. Yeah, even can enumerate out some interesting files like SUID, vulnerable information, capabilities information. Oh, yeah, this one. Interesting writable files owned by me or writable by everyone. So I think I have didn't know that how to elevate our privilege is very easily because this file is writable to the current user. We can confirm by etc password. Yeah, we can. So how to elevate privilege? And I've demonstrated this technique in other videos. Password. Let me show you again. Yeah, this technique is very useful or very important for the CDF-like machines. We can paste in here. Next, we can try to create a new user. The username, for example, like JSON. And we also need to create the password for this user. And the command I'd like to use is sudo open, open. And I can change the sort value, JSON, which doesn't matter. You can use whatever you want, press enter. And the encrypted password has been created. So then we can copy this encrypted password and replace the X. And then we can copy the whole line. And then we can go back to the target shell. We can append this line to etc password. Okay, no error. Then we can change to user. This user is our created new user just now. And password is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. As you can see, we are successful in switching the shell to the root user. And then we can get the root flag without any problem. So that's pretty much it. I'd like to see you in the next one. Bye. Have a nice day.